I grew up in a small town, Bastrop, Louisiana, and I graduated high school from Bastrop High School. I went on to Louisiana Tech where I pursued an undergraduate degree in accounting. I have a husband, Gavin, and I have a daughter, Felicia Gavin. My parents are Charles and Gladys Davis, and they still reside in Bastrop, Louisiana. I also have 3 older brothers, so I'm the only girl out of 4. I always wanted to be an accountant. I had a role model in my brother. I took bookkeeping in high school, and I had a passion and I had a love for numbers. And then I had an older brother that was an accounting major. So he and I talked a lot about, from the business aspect, how important accounting is. So as a child from high school, I always wanted to be an accountant. And so that's one of the reasons why I chose Louisiana Tech. I knew they had a good accounting program. So I always wanted to be an accountant. My very first job out of college I was a program analyst for Hughes Aircraft here in Forest, well, not here, but in Forest, Mississippi. And one of the most important things that I think I learned as a young adult was always to strive for excellence, never settle for anything other than your best. Well, my job as a program analyst for Hughes Aircraft was my very first stepping stone into what I consider to be a great career. I got a call probably 4 years after I had been working for Hughes Aircraft from a friend of mine who's in human resource. He asked me, "Are you interested in joining the gaming industry? It's new to the state of Mississippi." And at that point, I had no idea what gaming involved, but I knew at that point I was ready for a career change, maybe the next step. So I said, sure. So I went and applied for a senior accountant position at Harrah's Entertainment in Vicksburg. So I got the job. It was a brand new casino, and from there, I kind of progressed to the controller's position on up to director of finance. Harrah's was the second casino to open in Vicksburg, Mississippi. So I was a part of that opening team, which was very exciting. Like I said, gaming was new to the state of Mississippi, so it was a lot to learn. And I was very anxious to start climbing the corporate ladder at that point. So I worked for Harrah's Entertainment for 8 years, and I left to go work for Governor Musgrove as Director of Finance and Administration in his office. I thought that was a great opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to work for the governor of the state of Mississippi. So at the end of his term, my job was eliminated, and from that point, I said, what am I going to do at this point? So I had a passion for the gaming industry, so I pursued another opportunity in gaming, and at that point, I started to work for the Isle of Capri as the Director of Finance there. And I was mentored by another lady, as a matter of fact, and she was very inspirational to me, and she challenged me to the highest degree. So from that point, when she left, because she had mentored me and trained me, I was ready to take another step up. So I was appointed as Regional Vice President of Finance for Diamond Jacks. Well, let me step back. The Isle of Capri sold to Diamond Jacks Casino. And when the new owners came in, they asked me to stay, and I stayed as Director of Finance, but I was quickly promoted to Regional Vice President of Finance. And when my mentor left, I was asked to step into the role as General Manager, and 8 years later, here I am. I think the climate in Mississippi is very business friendly. I think our legislatures do a great job of working with the business community to bring new businesses into the state of Mississippi. I think there is still other opportunities that can be pursued to continue to bring businesses into the state of Mississippi. And particularly in my industry, we saw a downfall with the turn of the economy years ago, just like other businesses did. But our business in particular was it was a leisure business. So certainly when the economy is down, we were greatly impacted by that. But I think the state has done a good job of being business friendly towards the gaming industry. We've not had any significant regulations or increases in tax imposed upon us. So I think the business environment is friendly towards businesses in the state of Mississippi. They understand that economic development is the key to making Mississippi successful. I would like to take a point of personal privilege and thank my husband, who has always been very supportive of me in my career. We have a 13-year-old daughter, so it gets quite demanding, challenging juggling our schedules, my schedule, his schedule, and her schedule. So he's always been very supportive in me and with me in terms of advancing my career. And he's always encouraged me to just go to the next level. And so I certainly want to thank him for his encouragement and his support.